Welcome back to the last video of the 3 videos on Windows auditing. In this video, I will look at how to audit file and folder access in Windows. This kind of auditing allows the administrator to track who has been accessing or attempting to access any file in Windows. Without further ado, I will change to my Windows 8 computer to look at how to configure file and folder auditing. To configure auditing, I will first open Windows Explorer and navigate to the file that I want to audit. You should only enable the files and folders that you require. You will notice that once auditing is enabled, even just for this one file, a lot of events are generated in the event viewer. To enable auditing for any file or folder, right-click it and select Properties. Next, select the Security tab and press the button at the bottom, Advanced. Once the advanced settings are open, select the Auditing tab. I am currently logged in as an administrator, but to access the auditing options, I will first need to press the Continue button to enable the administrator to make changes. The next step is to press the Add button at the bottom. At the top of the screen, click the option, Select a Principal. This essentially means enter in the user, computer, or group that you want to audit. In this case, I will enter in everyone. The next setting that you can configure is the type of auditing that you want. The settings are Success, Fail, or All for both. The next option is to configure the permissions that you want to audit. You can choose the basic permissions or the option Show Advanced Permissions if you want additional options. At the bottom is the option Add Condition. This is a new feature in Windows 8 and Windows 2012. It allows you to target the auditing a bit better. For example, in this case I have selected everyone, but I will add the domain administrator as a condition telling auditing not to audit this user. Conditions are a great addition to auditing, which allow the administrator to target auditing to their needs. This helps reduce the number of events that are logged in the event viewer. Next, I need to make changes to local group policy, so this computer will start auditing events for changes to this file. To do this, I will close the properties of the file, and then move my mouse to the top right to open Charms and select the Search option. In the Search option, I will enter in gpedit.msc to open local group policy. In local group policy, I will navigate through Computer Configuration, Windows Settings, Security Settings, Local Policies, and then Audit Policy. The setting that I need to enable is Audit Object Access. It does seem like a strange name for file auditing. However, when you consider that Windows considers everything to be an object, this makes sense. In this case, I will enable auditing for success and failure. Once I configure the settings and exit from here, I will next need to make sure group policy has been applied. To do this, I will go back into Charms and then search for the command prompt. In this case, I need the command prompt to have administrator rights, so I will right-click on the icon to get additional options, and then select the option at the bottom to Run as Administrator. From the command prompt, I will run GP Update with the force switch. This will ensure that the latest group policy has been downloaded and applied. The 2 steps for auditing have now been complete. That is, the SACL has been configured and the group policy is configured. Now, when the file is accessed, events will be recorded in the security log in the event viewer. Before I attempt to access the file, I will first open the event viewer to demonstrate an important point about how many events this kind of auditing creates. To see the events, I will open the security log. You will notice that once the security log is opened and I wait a few seconds, a message will appear at the top saying new events are available. To see these events, I will refresh the view by pressing F5. Now that the event viewer is showing the latest event, I will take note of the time and now go back to Windows Explorer and open the file that I'm auditing. This file states the next training course will be free, so let's change that to $1 million. Of course, all our training courses are free, but if someone was to change our courses so that they were not free anymore, we would want to know who did this so we could fire them straight away. If I now go back to the event viewer, I will take note of the time of the event at the top of the event viewer and press F5 to refresh the view. When I scroll down, you will notice how many events were recorded in the short time I was opening the file, and while I was scrolling down, new events have been recorded in the event viewer. If I open the first event that was generated, you will see that it is about a handle that was created in the operating system. Handles are used to access files and resources in Windows. This does not have anything to do with the access of our file, however. The next event has to do with Windows Explorer. The next event relates to the file. However, notice at the top the event says that a handle was requested. This basically is saying the file was opened. The next event you can see is another event that has been generated for the file. At the top, you can see the event generated was an attempt made to access an object. This demonstrates one of the problems with auditing of files and folders. This event does not tell the administrator if the file is being read or being written to. Also, to keep the event log from becoming too full, any additional event of this type from the same file will be ignored and not saved in the event viewer. Unless the file is closed and opened again, no more events of this type will be recorded. Software like Notepad will open and close the file when it reads or writes to the file. Other software may keep the file open for long periods, making it difficult to tell what the user was doing with the file during that time. One workaround for this is to only audit the permissions you are interested in. For example, I can go back in the security settings for the file and change the auditing settings. One trick you can do is set auditing only for the write permission. When you set only the write permission in auditing, what happens is that an auditing event is only generated when the user attempts to write to the file. The event will still appear in the event viewer as an attempt was made to access an object, but you will know when you see this event the attempt was a write attempt because this is the only kind of access that is being audited. When auditing files and folders, have a good think about what you are trying to achieve so you can capture the right results. This concludes the third video on auditing. This video and others are all part of the free Active Directory course from IT Free Training. For the latest videos, please subscribe to us on YouTube or visit our website. Thanks for watching.